Welcome. Today I'm going to take you through a fast flow where you'll get the opportunity to work on skandasana and also on your hurdler's pose. Those will be fairly quick postures in the sequence, but you'll get the chance to go into those postures today if it's something you're working on. And if not, you can skip it and do a modification instead. So as you're ready, go ahead and find that comfortable seat at the top of your mat, either crisscross applesauce or sitting on your heels. Begin to draw the eyes closed as you engage your Ujjayi pranayama, that oceanic breathing noise at the back of the throat. Take an inhale through your nose, lift the shoulders toward the ears. And as you exhale through your nose, draw them back down and away. Again, inhale, shoulders rise. Exhale, release them down. One more, inhale, shoulders lift up. Exhale, roll them back down and away. I invite you to bring your hands to heart center. You can set an intention or maybe a dedication for your practice. If you didn't come with one already, I offer up the intention of breathing in every posture. We'll seal up all our intentions with 3 breaths. First, exhale all the air from your lungs. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, release. Again, inhale, fill up. Exhale, let it go. Last one, inhale, fill up. Exhale, send it out. You may begin to blink those eyes open, first gazing toward the fingertips. And we'll get started on hands and knees, wrists directly under shoulders, knees directly under hips in that tabletop position. Root down through the palms and the tops of the feet. As you inhale, lift the chest and tail, cow pose. And then as you exhale, round and curl the spine, navel in and up. Inhale to cow pose, broaden out through the collarbones. Exhale, cat pose, round and curl. One more like that. Inhale to cow pose. And exhale, cat pose. Release the shoulders. Go ahead and inhale to your cow pose last time. And as you exhale, tuck the toes, pike the hips up and back to your first downward facing dog. Hands are still shoulder width, feet are still hips distance. Maybe pedal through one knee, bending generously into that right knee, and then exhaling as you straighten. And again, bending into the left knee, and exhaling as you straighten. Maybe on an inhale, you want to lift the heels. And on an exhale, sink them low. Let's continue to warm up the spine. On your next inhale, roll forward like a wave to your high plank pose, shoulders over wrists. As you exhale, bend the knees, scoop the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Again, inhale, roll forward like a wave, high plank. Exhale, bend knees, scoop hips up and back. Last one, inhale, roll forward, find that high plank. Exhale, bend knees, scoop hips up and back. This time, inhale, roll forward to that high plank pose. As you exhale, drop the knees, keep the hips lifted, lower the chest and chin between the hands, knees, chest, chin. Inhale to slide to the belly, peel up your head, neck, and chest for baby cobra. Little to no weight in those hands. Squeeze the elbows in for 3. Reach the collarbones forward, 2. In 1, press into the palms. We keep a slight bend in those elbows. When our thighs are down, we keep those elbows slightly bent to prevent ourselves from hunching. Really push the ground away. Then as you exhale, come through tabletop to downward facing dog. That is your knees down version of chaturanga. You're welcome to take it whenever you need it today. If you'd like to advance to a full chaturanga, you're welcome to. Go ahead and inhale, roll forward to your high plank pose, shoulders over wrists. As you exhale, shift your weight forward, drawing those shoulder heads beyond the fingertips as you bring that 90-degree bend into the elbows, squeezing them in tight. Inhale to the tops of the feet, arms are straight, thighs lift up off the mat for upward facing dog, shining that chest through. And then as you exhale, pike the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Full inhale. Full exhale. Gaze forward, knees bend, walk, step, or float to the top. Take your inhale, halfway lift, press palms into shins or thighs, lengthen out through the spine. And then exhale, fold, draw the fingertips down toward the mat. Bend the knees as much as you need to touch down, relaxing that low back. Again, inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise, reach up, gaze to thumbs. Exhale, hands by sides. Surya Namaskara, Sun Salutations 8. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga, step or float. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. For 5, release the shoulders. 4, chest presses toward the thighs. 3, full audible breaths. 2, 1, gaze forward, knees bend, walk, step, or float to the top. Take your inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms rise, reach up. Exhale, hands by sides. Again, inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga, step or float. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog for 5. Think about scrubbing the feet toward the hands and the hands toward the feet. 4, ears between upper arms. 3, maybe you can spin the creases of your elbows forward, spinning those elbows down. 2, 1, gaze forward, knees bend, walk, step, or float to the top. Take your inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise, reach up. Exhale, hands by sides. Last time. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga, step or float. Full inhale to up dog or cobra. Full exhale to downward facing dog for 5. Release the shoulders. 4, step down into the feet. 3, think about getting the arches engaged, step into the outer edges of the feet. 2, 1, gaze forward, knees bend, walk, step, or float to the top. Take your inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise, reach up. Exhale, hands by sides. Surya Namaskar B, knees bend, arms rise, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, Chaturanga, step or float. Inhale to up dog or cobra, shine the chest through. Exhale, downward facing dog. Listen for the change. Right foot forward between the hands. Left heel spins down at the 45-degree angle. One long inhale takes you to your warrior 1 on the right. Exhale, plant the palms. Step or handstand back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Full inhale to up dog or cobra. Full exhale to downward facing dog. Left foot forward, right heel drops. Rise up on the inhale. Find your warrior 1. Exhale, plant the palms, step or handstand back to Chaturanga Dandasana. Full inhale to up dog or cobra. Full exhale to downward facing dog. Hold for 5. Navel in and up. 4. Think about knitting the rib cage in. 3. Hold steady. 2. 1. Gaze forward, knees bend, walk, step, or float to the top. Take your inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Knees bend, arms rise, chair pose. Exhale, hands by sides. Last one, knees bend, arms rise, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga, step or float. Full inhale to up dog or cobra. Full exhale to down dog. Right foot forward, left heel down. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, plant palms, chaturanga, lower down. Full inhale to up dog or cobra. Full exhale to downward facing dog. Left foot forward, right heel drops. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga, take it down. Full inhale to up dog or cobra. Full exhale to downward facing dog for 5. This is your last held downward facing dog. 4. Keep breathing, full audible breaths. 3. Do your best. 2. 1. Gaze forward, knees bend, walk, step, or float to the top. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Knees bend, arms rise, chair pose, and hold for 5. Seat low, chest high. 4. Think about rolling the hips under, get the lower abdominals engaged. 3. Shoulders away from ears. You can drop the arms straight parallel to the floor if you need to. 3. 2. 1. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Full inhale to up dog or cobra. Full exhale to downward facing dog. Right foot forward, left heel down. Rise up, warrior one on the right, and hold for 5. Your right knee's over right ankle. Your left heel is grounded. 4. Ground down in the knife side edge of the back foot. 3. Think left hip forward, right hip back. 2. 1. Exhale the hands behind the back, catch elbows, or take reverse prayer, then straighten out that front leg. As you inhale, lift the chest. As you exhale, fold forward with a flat back, stopping before that front knee bends. Hold for 5. Drop the left shoulder in line with right. 4. Gaze to your right big toe. 3. Breathe fuller. 2. 1. Take your inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale the left arm out in front of you, thumb up. Option to grab your block, place it on the outside of the right foot. Your left hand plants on that block or on the floor. Your right hand can stay on the hip or go to the sky. Wherever you are, work for straight legs here. If you need more space, you can bring both hands to the top of the right thigh for a modified revolved triangle. Hold for 5. Think about stacking shoulders. 4. Hips move toward the wall to your right. 3. Keep breathing. 2. 1. Exhale, hands down. Take your inhale to look up, then step or handstand back, chaturanga. Full inhale to up dog or cobra. Full exhale to downward facing dog. Left foot forward, right heel drops, rise up, warrior one on the left. Hold for 5. Strong arms here. 4. Left hip back and right hip forward. 3. Straight back leg. 2. Step down into the back heel. 1. Exhale the hands behind the back, catch elbows or try out reverse prayer, then straighten out that front leg. As you inhale, lift the chest. As you exhale, fold, stopping before the left knee bends. Hold for 5. Think chin to shin. 4. Right shoulder down. 3. Think lower belly to thigh connection. 2. 1. Take your inhale, look up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale the right arm out in front of you, thumb up. Exhale, plant the right hand on the outside of that left foot, maybe onto a block, or take the modification by bringing both hands to the top of the left thigh. Wherever you are, work towards straight legs. Work towards straight arms, stacking those shoulders for 5. Really step down into the back right foot. 4. Think hips toward the left. 3. Chest opens up to the side of the room. 2. 1. Exhale, hands down, frame out the left foot. Take your inhale to look up. Then as you exhale, step or handstand back, chaturanga down. Full inhale to up dog or cobra. Full exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale your right heel high. Exhale knee to nose. Inhale right heel high. Exhale right knee left tricep, cross it under. Inhale right heel high. Exhale right to right, gaze goes right. Inhale the right heel high. Exhale, step it between the palms, come up high on the back heel and lift up to your high crescent lunge. Your right knee's over right ankle, your left heel is lifted. Straighten out the back leg as much as you can and lift those arms to the sky, gazing to the thumbs for 5. Release the shoulders back down and away. 4. Knit the rib cage in. 3. Keep breathing. 2. 1. As you exhale, reach the arms farther forward, tipping your torso forward and lifting your left leg parallel to the mat for warrior 3. Arms reach forward, left heel lifts back. Engage every muscle in that left leg. Flex through the left heel. Hold for 5. If you need some more balance, you can bring the hands to heart center or bring the fingertips to blocks. 4. Breathe full. 3. Collarbones lift. 2. Keep that left leg lifted. And 1. Exhale the hands down to frame out that right foot. It's okay to bend into that standing leg. Lift the left heel higher and point through the left toes. Then dial that left hip down so it's in line with the right. Try not to let your hips open here. Keep them closed for 5. Standing split. 4. If you need more, you can balance by holding on to the right shin. 3. Keep the left leg lifted. 2. Transition challenge. In 1, come to stand, bringing that left leg into the chest. We're coming into big toe hold. So come to stand here, right hand on the hip, left knee into the chest. You can hold on to the outer edge of that left knee, or if you'd like to go for toe hold, you can take your index and middle finger of your left hand and bring them around your left big toe. Once there, you can work with a bent knee, drawing that thigh toward the chest, or you can straighten out that left leg. Hold for 5. Make sure the left leg does some of its own lifting. 4. Root down through the right heel, kind of lifting up to the hip. 3. Chest a little forward. 2. 1. Exhale the left leg left. Gaze goes right. Hold for 5. It's okay to take that knee. 4. Breathe full. 3. 2. 1. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release the knee, release the foot. Keep the left leg lifted. Straighten it out. Hold it wherever you can get it, as straight as you can get it. It doesn't matter how high the leg is. For 5. Find the engagement in the top of the left quad. 4. Navel back. 3. Do your best. 2. 1. Exhale the left foot down to meet the right. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, rinse it out. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale the left heel high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left heel high. Exhale, left knee, right tricep, cross it under. Inhale, left heel high. Exhale, left to left, gaze goes left. Inhale, the left heel high. And then exhale, step in between the palms, come high on the right heel and rise up to your high crescent lunge. Left knee is bent over left ankle. Your back leg is as straight as you can get it. Hold for 5. Think hips rock under. 4. Release the shoulders. 3. Engage the right inner thigh. 2. 1. Exhale, tip forward, reach the arms forward, lift the right heel, warrior 3. This time, option to sweep those arms long behind you. Hold for 5. Find a lifting up through the left hip. 4. Navel back. 3. Release shoulders. 2. Standing split. 1. Drop the palms, lift the right heel higher. It's okay to bend into that left knee if you need to. You can also use blocks under the palms for 5. Try to square off the hips. 4. Point through the right toe. 3. Straighten out that back leg as much as you can. 2. 1. Come to stand. Bring that right knee with you. Right knee into the chest. You can hold on to the outer edge of that right knee. Or if you want to go for toe hold and you did so on the other side, take your index and middle finger around your right big toe with your left hand on your hip. You can work with that bent leg or you can begin to straighten it. Hold for 5. One leg's always harder than the other. 4. Keep breathing, full audible breaths. 3. 2. 1. Right leg goes right, gaze goes left. Hold for 5. Think heel in, toe out. 4. Breathe fuller. 3. Try not to tip off to one side. 2. 1. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release the foot. Keep the leg lifted. Keep it straight. Bring the hands to the hips. Hold for 5. Point through the toe if you can. 4. Breathe fuller. 3. Chest a little forward. 2. 1. Exhale the right foot next to the left. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, step or float. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Take a full inhale and a full exhale. Step your right foot forward between the hands. Spin the left heel all the way down and unwind to warrior 2. Your right knee's over right ankle. Your left foot is parallel to the short edge of your mat. Square up hips and shoulders toward the side of the room and then send your gaze over your right middle finger for 5. Think about pressing the air away from your arms. 4. Think about squeezing the heels toward one another. 3. Breathe fuller. 2. 1. Exhale your right forearm to your right thigh. Sweep your left hand overhead. Extended side angle. Option to drop your right hand to the outside of your right foot. Hold for 5. Spin the chest toward the sky here. 4. Step down into the left foot. 3. Chest higher. 2. 1. Inhale up to warrior 2. Exhale, straighten out your right leg. Maybe toe heel to back foot in 1 to 2 footprints. Then cock your hips to the back of the room as you tip your torso forward. Skandasana, triangle pose. Right hand comes down to right leg. Top arm goes to the sky. Think about twisting open toward the side of the room and finding more length in your right side body than you do about sinking down. Hold for 5. Think about stacking shoulders. Try not to let that left shoulder fall forward. 4. Step into that back foot to draw the hips underneath you. 3. 2. 1. Inhale up to warrior 2. Bend into front knee. Exhale, reverse warrior, top arm overhead, back hand down, back leg. Inhale back to warrior 2. Exhale, hands to hips. Turn the toes in and the heels out. As you inhale, lift the chest. As you exhale, find your right leg forward fold. Hands come between the feet. Option to walk those palms beyond the heels through the legs, or if you'd like to do your inversions, you can. Hold for 5. It's okay to bend the knees, work on lifting the hips. 4. You can always use blocks here. Just be mindful you're not pressing down with the palms. 3. Find a nice stretch. If you're in that headstand, come halfway down, thighs parallel with the mat, and hold. 2. Headstanders come all the way down. 1. Inhale to look up halfway. Exhale, hands to hips. Rise all the way up to warrior 2. And then go ahead and find your star pose. Toes wide, arms wide. Exhale, hands to heart. Begin to bend into the left knee as you sink your hips back. Find a nice high side lunge here. Be mindful as we sink down that left knee doesn't cross in front of the toes. We're going to come into skandasana here, so you have a lot of options. You can stay up high in this side lunge, or if you'd like to go lower, just again be mindful the knee and toe track in the same direction and the knee doesn't cross in front of that toe. As you sink low, keep that left heel grounded. Bring the left elbow to the left inner thigh to press it open. You can always place a block under the seat. You can always bring the palms down. And you can always keep that front foot grounded, or you can spin the toes to the sky. Wherever you are, your seat should be lower than your chest. For 5. Hold here. 4. Breathe full. 3. Listen carefully. 2. With care in 1, lift up to warrior 2. Rock all the way forward. Cartwheel the right hand down in front of the right foot. Lift the left heel parallel to the mat. Find your half moon pose. Open up to the side of the room. Your left hand can be on the hip or it can be toward the sky. Stack the hips, stack the shoulders for 5. Engage every muscle in that left leg. 4. Breathe fuller. 3. 2. 1. Carefully tap it back down to warrior 2. And reverse your warrior right arm overhead. Cartwheel the hands down to the mat, chaturanga dandasana. Full inhale to up dog or cobra. Full exhale to downward facing dog. Left foot forward, right heel drops, unwind warrior 2 on the other side. Left knee over left ankle, right foot lines up with the short edge of your mat. Square off hips and shoulders toward the side of the room, and then send your gaze over your left middle finger for 5. Again, press the air away from arms and palms. 4. Rib cage knits in. 3. Think about squeezing the heels together. 2. 1. Exhale the left forearm to the left thigh. Sweep the right arm overhead, extended side angle. Or if you'd like to deepen this posture, bring the left hand to the outside of the left foot. And spin that chest even more open toward the sky for 5. Breathe full. 4. Release the top shoulder. 3. Strong top arm. 2. 1. Inhale up to warrior 2. Exhale, straighten out front leg. Maybe toe heel that back foot in 1 to 2 footprints. Cock the hips to the back of the room as you tip your torso forward. Trikonasana triangle pose. Left hand down to left leg, right arm to the sky. Think about stepping into that right foot to draw those hips under and find a reaching up with the right hand for 5. Try not to over open the shoulder here. 4. Gaze up to your right thumb. 3. 2. 1. Inhale up to warrior 2. Bend into front knee. And then exhale, reverse. Go ahead and inhale, warrior 2. Then clasp those palms behind the back. Straighten out the front leg. Turn the toes in and the heels out. As you inhale, lift the chest, drag the knuckles toward the heels. And as you exhale, find your wide leg forward fold. Palms come overhead. Hold for 5. If this is bothering your shoulders at all, you can release the hands down. 4. You're also welcome to that second round of inversions. 3. Keep breathing. 2. 1. Exhale the hands down. Go ahead and bring those hands to the hips and rise all the way up to your warrior 2, bending into left knee. And then inhale. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, star pose, toes wide, arms wide. Exhale, hands to heart. Come into that nice side lunge, bending into the right knee, bringing the right elbow to the inner thigh, and sink the hips down lower than the chest. Again, you can stay up high, or if you'd like to go down lower, you always have the option to bring your palms down, to sit on a block. You can keep the front foot grounded or draw the toes to the sky. Wherever you are, be really mindful that right knee doesn't cross the toes. Hold for 5. Do your best. 4. Breathe fuller. 3. 2. With care, in 1, lift up, reach up to warrior 2. Cartwheel the left hand down in front of the left foot and launch the right leg up parallel to the mat, half moon pose. Reach your right arm higher and hold for 5. Breathe fuller. 4. Square up to the side of the room. 3. 2. 1. Gently tap the right foot down. Find your warrior 2. And then exhale, reverse. Cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Chaturanga. Full inhale to up dog or cobra. Full exhale to downward facing dog. Right foot forward, left knee bent. Drop, spine toward low crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana, arms rise overhead. Be mindful the right knee doesn't cross the toes. And if you're feeling any tension in that left knee, go ahead and place a blanket or a pillow underneath that knee. Hold for 5. Really engage the left glute here. 4. Breathe full audible breaths. 3. Step down into the right foot. 2. Step down into the left foot. 1. Exhale. The left hand down. Sweep the right arm behind you, parallel to the long edge of your mat. Option to stay here, or you can kick the left heel into the left glute and reach around for the inner arch of that foot for a nice quad opener. You shouldn't be on the kneecap here, but rather on that fleshy part right above the knee, so this shouldn't cause you any pain at all. If it does, just release it. Hold for 5. Keep breathing. 4. 3. 2. 1. Exhale, release. Come back to center. Bring the hands to frame out that right leg as you rock the hips back over the left knee and straighten that right leg. Find your half splits pose. You're always welcome to take full splits as well. As you inhale, lift the chest. And as you exhale, fold. Always an option to place blocks under those hands for 5. Keep breathing. 4. Think chest toward the shin. 3. Bend into elbows if you can. 2. 1. Inhale to look up. Exhale, crawl forward. Both hands come to the inner thigh, inside of the right foot. You can be up high on your palms. You can bring your hands to blocks. You can drop your forearms down or bring your forearms to blocks. You can keep the left knee down or you can tuck the back toes. If you're going to go for your hurdler's pose in the transition today, go ahead and come to the left toes now. Hold something comfortable but challenging for 5. Squeeze the right knee in, engage the inner thigh. 4. Be mindful that right knee doesn't cross the right toes. 3. 2. 1. Walk the right hand underneath the right thigh, looping that right elbow under that thigh. Bend into the elbows, straighten out the right leg, and hover that left foot off the mat for your hurdler's pose. Be mindful your head and shoulders don't come too far down. This is something I'm guilty of. You can always place blocks under your shoulders to help here. Be mindful you draw the left toes only a few inches off the mat. That'll help keep those shoulders lifted. And as you're ready, you can sweep that right leg behind you and come to your chaturanga. Full inhale to up dog or cobra. And full exhale to downward facing dog. Left foot forward, right knee drops. Find your kneeling crescent on the other side. Take any modifications or adjustments you did on the other side. Hold for 5. Squeeze the right glute for 4. Find a nice hip flexor stretch. 3. Breathe full. 2. 1. Exhale the right hand down next to the left foot. Sweep the left hand behind you. Find a nice easy twist. Or if you took the quad opener on the other side, do so on this side as well. Hold for 5. Keep breathing. 4. 3. The left knee wants to move to the left, but don't let it. Keep it over that left ankle. 2. 1. Exhale, unwind. Frame out that left leg. Rock the hips back until they're over the right knee, then slide that left heel forward to straighten out the left leg. Find your half splits pose. Maybe drop to full splits if you did so on the other side. Hold for 5. Think about lifting the left sit bone toward the sky. 4. Keep breathing. 3. 2. 1. Crawl forward, bending into left knee, and bring both hands to the inside of the left leg. Again, you can bring blocks under palms or forearms. You can come up on the back toes. Wherever you are, hold for 5. Long spine, gaze out the move 4 in front of you. 4. Try to bring pressure out of the palms, out of the forearms. 3. Engage the abdominals. 2. 1. Ditch those blocks. Walk the left elbow under the left thigh. Go forward as you bend into the elbows. Lift and straighten that left leg, and then hover the right toes off the mat. Try to keep the shoulders lifted. Keep the head from touching the ground here, and hover. And then as you're ready, transition to your chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra. And exhale to downward facing dog. Full inhale. Full exhale. Gaze forward, knees bend, walk, step, or jump your feet to the outside edges of your mat. Come to your malasana yogi squat. Knees and toes track in the same direction. Knees don't come over those toes. If your heels are lifted, try to step your feet a little wider. You can always place a blanket underneath your heels here to help give yourself some more support. Elbows come to the inner thighs. Lift the chest and drop the hips. You're always welcome to sit on a block or come up higher into your goddess pose. Make sure there's no knee or hip tension here. If you'd like to take a rest instead, you can. Hold for 5. Breathe full. 4. 3. 2. 1. Exhale, hands down. Step your right foot back. Step your left foot back. High plank. Right foot forward. Left foot forward. Malasana. Lift the palms. Plant palms. Right back. Left back. High plank. Right forward. Left forward. Malasana. One more. Palms down. Right back. Left back. High plank. Right forward. Left forward. Malasana. Other side. Palms down. Left back. Right back. High plank. Left forward, right forward, malasana. Again, hands down, left back, right back, high plank. Left forward, malasana. Palms down, left back, right back, high plank. And then go ahead and exhale to your downward facing dog. Inhale your right heel high. Now in this posture, oftentimes people want to open their hips up. That's fine, but for today, go ahead and square your hips to the mat. Draw your right hip down in line with your left. One long line from your right heel down to your right fingertips. Think about engaging the inner thighs and keeping the legs exactly as they are. Option to stay here and hold, or you can bring a slight bend into that left knee and take little hops into your handstand. Really energize the legs here. Try to keep the left knee coming into the chest as you draw the right heel up toward the sky. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale to downward facing dog. Right foot drops. Go ahead and lift the left heel high. Really engage the inner thighs here and think about drawing the right knee into the chest this time. as you take those little hops with the right leg for 3, 2, 1. Exhale to downward facing dog. Go ahead and drop the elbows directly behind the wrists. Try to keep your arms like a number 11. If you have a block, I'm going to recommend placing that block between your hands here. That'll really help open the shoulders. We're coming to our dolphin pose, so walk the toes in toward the face, drawing the hips high. It's okay to bend the knees. Hold for 5. Keep the head lifted. 4. Abdominals squeeze in. 3. Release shoulders. 2. 1. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to your high plank pose. Exhale, lower down to your belly for a belly back bends. Plant those palms underneath the shoulders, squeeze the elbows in, and on your inhale, lift up to your baby cobra, holding for 5. Imagine someone pulling your elbows back down and away. 4. Toenails are heavy, but the quads lift. 3. Keep breathing. 2. 1. Exhale, release the arms long beside you, palms face up. Prepare for Shalabhasana, locust pose. On your next inhale, lift the arms, legs, head, neck, and chest for 5. Long spine. 4. Shoulders open up. 3. Reach the triceps higher. 2. 1. Exhale, lower down. Kick the heels in toward the glutes and reach around for the inner arches of the feet. If you'd like to, you can go ahead and just hold with the knees in. You don't actually have to hold on to those feet. When you're ready, on an inhale, kick into the palms and lift the knees to shoulder height for Dhanurasana bow pose for 5. Breathe full. 4. Eventually the arms come overhead here. 3. 2. 1. Exhale, lower down. Go ahead and shift back to your child's pose, knees wide, toes touch. Hold for the inhale and the exhale. On your next inhale, find your tabletop. As you exhale, sweep the knees together so they're just a fist width apart and come to standing on your knees. Option to place a block between your thighs here. Bring your hands to your low back, fingertips pointed down as if they're in the back pockets of your jeans. As you inhale, lift the chest. As you exhale, push the hips forward, squeezing the elbows in. Again, inhale, hips forward. Exhale, chest high. Hold for 5. Keep breathing. 4. If full camel's in your practice, option to drop one or both hands down, or maybe bring them to blocks. 3. 2. 1. Inhale the chest first, then the head. Sit off to one side, sweeping the legs out long in front of you. Take an inhale, lift the arms overhead, and then exhale, forward fold for 5. Think about drawing the chest down toward the shins. 4. Breathe full. 3. 2. 1. Exhale, release. Take your inhale to look up. And then go ahead and plant those palms behind you. Fingertips point toward the heels for your reverse plank or upward facing tabletop. If you'd like to do upward facing tabletop, you'll bend into your knees. Wherever you are, press down into the feet. You can lift the hips high as your shoulders here for 5. Breathe full. 4. It's okay to let the head drop back if that's comfortable on your neck. 3. 2. 1. Exhale, lower down. Bring the sole of your right foot into your left inner thigh for Janishriyasana. Take your inhale to lift the arms, and then exhale, fold, catch the shin, ankle, or foot of the left leg for 5. Think lower belly to thigh connection. 4. Engage the left quad. 3. Keep breathing. 2. 1. Take your inhale to look up. And then exhale, release, switch it out. Right leg long, sole the left foot into the right inner thigh. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold for 5. Find length through the spine. 4. Do your best. 3. 2. 1. Take your inhale to look up. And then exhale, release, draw the soles of the feet together for your Baddha Konasana. Take your inhale to lift the chest. And then exhale, fold, elbows coming into the inner thighs for 5. Release the shoulders. 4. Full audible breaths. 3. 2. 1. Exhale, close the knees like a book. Go ahead and step down into the feet and lift the hips to knee height as you recline on down into your bridge pose, clasping the palms below the low back. Hold for 5. Release the chin from the chest. 4. Relax the glutes. 3. 2. 1. Lower down. Go ahead and send your legs up a wall with a block underneath your hips. Or if you'd like to, you can take your shoulder stand or a headstand for your final inversion of class. Go ahead and prepare. On your inhale, go up for 5. Breathe full. 4. 3. 2. 1. Exhale, lower down. If you are in your headstand and like to come to a child's pose, go ahead. If you are in legs up a wall or shoulder stand, come to your happy baby. Try to bring your tailbone down toward the mat as you press your heels up toward the sky for 3. Breathe full. 2. 1. Exhale, release the legs down. Release the arms down. Close the eyes. For Savasana, final rest. Walk the shoulder blades underneath you. Take a full inhale. Exhale, release. Slowly begin to bring movement back into fingers and toes. Maybe draw circles with ankles and wrists. Reawaken the limbs. Reawaken the breath. On an inhale, stretch the arms long overhead to the wall behind you as you stretch the toes down long in front. Take a full inhale. And then exhale to your favorite side. The right side tends to be more restful, the left side more energizing. Take a moment to thank yourself for coming to your practice, to breathing through every posture, and finding relaxation in your savasana. With as little effort as possible and eyes still closed, rock yourself up to a comfortable seat facing the front of the room. Bring the hands to heart center and roll the shoulders back down and away. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May beings everywhere be happy and be free. We bring our thumbs to third eye center, our seat of intuition, and bow forward to say namaste.